Hello and welcome back again to Normal Game Couch. I figured out what was the problem with Rygar. See, because I had reset the game, all my options had been reset to default as well, and that included the one where you can press start to continue at the stage that you left off. So that's why it kept going back to stage one. Um, I'm going to try to remain more vigilant of that in the future. It's just that it had been a while since I played Rygar, and I think I kind of forgot that I reset it or whatever. I don't really know. The whole thing's a blur. But yeah, that's what ended up happening. I reset it and I didn't realize that my options had changed to the default settings. So that was what was up with that. Uh, in short, playing games in Japanese is hard. Speaking of which, we are going to play Crazy Climber, which is a very difficult game. I was watching an episode of Game Center CX, which is like my favorite reality TV show. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but Game Center CX is definitely my favorite reality television show. And they do the host is a guy, Shinya Arino, and they force him to play these games until he beats them, or until he gives up, but not after like a good 8-hour fight, if that's the case. Um, but they do a segment where he goes to a local arcade in Japan that's called Game Center. So he goes into a game center and kind of just plays all the arcade games. One of them, one of the episode in particular, he played Crazy Climber, and he was very psyched about seeing it there and being able to play it. I am less psyched than he was. Uh, so I do think it's a good game. It's a hard game. It's very frustrating, and you'll see why in a moment. So let's just go ahead and start this here. This is a very frustrating game. You will be lucky if you see stage 2. The idea is to get to the top of the building and be picked up by the helicopter. And the controls are real funky too. And I don't blame Hamster for that. That's not their fault. This game just has really bad controls. Recently, Crazy Climber 2 came out in the Japanese PSN store. It looks better than this one. It definitely got a graphical upgrade. But I saw Jeff Gerstmann play it, and it looked a lot harder than this one. So I'm probably not going to buy it. I'm not the biggest fan of Crazy Climber to begin with. The controls ruin it for me. I mean, what could have been what could have been an okay game? Like, it's a decent concept for a game, but the controls are so bad. And again, I don't blame Hamster for that. I mean, it was the same in arcade, So yeah, your positioning has to. Oh my God, your positioning has to be perfect. There's like a million spots your hand could go, and it's like always in the worst one. Alright, so here we got our little King Kong guy here. He's gonna try to punch us off. It's not a good scene, dude. Come on. Open your window! I need purchase! There we go. Ah! That was close. Ah! And then these jerks throwing the flower pots out. I'd like to get to the top, just to show you what the end of a level looks like. Hmm. I think we might be getting kind of close. This is like a really tall building. What is that noise? What does that signify? Oh, the helicopter at the top. All we have to do is reach the helicopter. Come on. Got it. That music sounds like the music from Tubin. That first part of that little ditty is definitely the music from Tubin. This is a very poorly constructed building, I gotta say. Ah! I think I just got hit in the head with a level. Alright, I think that's what that is. Ah! I don't understand how this works. Rub. Okay, I got it. It's working with like a twin stick thing. It's really weird. I'm not hitting a button, I'm hitting the sticks to do this. Gotta remember how it was set up in the arcade. Alright. We'll go a few more times. This is not the best game. I guess a good strategy would be to kind of straddle the space between like two columns of windows. That way if stuff starts happening in one, you can switch to the other. Someone's getting like this guy. You know, it's... I think you can kind of... you can do better. I haven't really been looking at the top of the screen. And I should, because you can see the people poking their heads out before they throw anything. And I think that's key to surviving the onslaught of flower pots and whatnot. Ah. This is going okay. Ah. Ah. Ah, I got my hand. Don't want that window to close on my hand. Ah! Ah! Too many windows. Why can't I move to the right? I'm stuck. Ah, God, that was so stupid. Oh, and then it spawns me right in this thin part of the building and then drops flower pots in both columns. How can I avoid that? I'd like to at least get a little ways up the second building. I'm under no illusion that I'm going to beat the second building today. I hear the helicopter. God, this is not good. Too many windows. But I'd like to put a dent in it, you know what I mean? Get over here. Come on. Take me with you. Crazy climber. These buildings are so tall, dude. They're ridiculously tall. And this building, judging from the map on the left, has like a really thin... What can you do there? There's nothing you could do there. A really thin middle part. controls are so bad. It's straight up nothing I could do. I can't even make a dent in the second building. Alright, let's try this again here. Now that I know what I'm doing, I can put my full name in. I know I got time to do it. Man, even the putting your name in is frustrating. As far as Crazy Climber 2 goes, it looks cool. Like, it looks like I'd enjoy watching someone else play it. You know what I mean? Can we move to the right, please? Oh, God. That was really bad placement there. It's probably my fault. I still blame the controls. You know, I think the controls are like supposed to be intuitive because you're supposed to put yourself in the head of the character where you're like, okay, one stick does the left hand and the other stick does the right hand. And that's a good idea and everything, but the problem with that is the way that the controls translate to the movement of the character. You know, it's like I get it. I get that one hand is on one stick and the other hand is on the other stick. But it's extremely frustrating here to have to deal with, like, hand placement. That's the thing that kills me the most, is having to deal with where each hand is at all times. And if they're not lined up, like, on the same horizontal row, like, you can't move across. It's such a pain in the neck. So narrowly avoided that flower pot, that one too. No! Saw that coming a mile away. There was nothing I could do about it. You know, I heard Jeff Gersman saying on Giant Bomb's Quick Look that, no! That Crazy Climber 2 is a lot more difficult than Crazy Climber 1. I can't imagine that being the truth. Now, I haven't played Crazy Climber 2, but this is insanely difficult, dude. It's gonna get my hand. No! Oh, jeez. I want to put a dent in the second building. Like, that's all I want to do. I don't think that's gonna happen. This is too brutal, dude. Oh, take me with you. There we go. Man. I mean, this is one of these games where you got to get a feel for it. But the thing is, like, I kind of think I do have a feel for it. It's just incredibly difficult. I mean, look at this. This stuff spawns right on... There's nothing that comes down way too fast. There's nothing you can do. For some reason, my guy wouldn't move to the right, and I don't know why. Ah, God. Man. Even when I see it coming a million miles away, there's nothing I can do about it. The controls are bad. So bad. You know, Bloodborne comes out tomorrow. And I'm going to be thinking to myself, you know, this game's hard. Bloodborne, that is. But at least it's not as hard as Crazy Climber. I'm sure I'll have that thought tomorrow, dude. Okay, looks like I got a high score. Can we check that? Let's check that. I'm trying to press the button here. What is going on? Did it freeze? Hello? I think it froze. Trying to click around and nothing's happening. Yeah, look at the background too. Like on the left side there, it's all like, oh, something just happened. There we go. Yeah, something weird just happened, dude. That had nothing to do with me. I didn't press anything wrong. Alright, let's see. This one is the high scores, right? Maybe it had trouble uploading my high score or something. This is before they put regions in. So I actually have to look at the names. I was just kind of half paying attention to it. Pug 55. Wonder if that guy has 55 pugs. Max, right on. My favorite superhero. Well, I did not see Payton in the mix. So, what was my score even? It was like 29,000 or something like that. Yeah, that's not even anywhere near enough to get on the board here. I guess this game's more popular than I thought. Well, you know, I am kind of weirdly enough starting to get a feel for it, so let's try it one more time. This game has a cool look to it. I mean, like, the graphics are bad, but you get the sense that they're kind of bad on purpose. I mean, this is an old game, you know. They probably did the best they could at the time with graphics. But they probably could have made it look better than this. I mean, this looks pretty bad. It looks really dated. Out of all the arcade archive games to come out on the, you know, Japanese PSN store, this is probably the most dated looking one. Come on. You know, what I'm realizing is that the windowsills have like two places. Like you can put your hand on the left side of a windowsill or on the right side of the windowsill. And it's kind of hard to explain, but if you're blocking the way with one of your hands, you can't put your other hand on the same sill. It's kind of hard to describe. But it's like an added kind of element to this game that just makes it harder. I mean, come on. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, what do I do now? See, you can't do anything there, because they're coming down at you from both sides. There's nothing you can do. I was doing pretty good, too. And then that crap happened. This is a rough one. Windows. Gotta close on my fingers. Get over there. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Get over there, please. Oh my god. It's like I never know when to go with this guy. It's like he changes sides randomly. You just gotta book it, man. Yeah, that worked okay, I guess. Up, please. Yeah. There's like straight up nothing you can do when the flower pots are coming down at neighboring columns. There's straight up nothing you could do. This game sets you up to fail like more than any game I've ever seen. Get up there. I think we might have made it to the second stage with a decent amount of lives left. We got 3 lives left, so maybe we'll do okay. Like I said, I just want to put a dent in it. I want to get up to like maybe a quarter of the way up the second building. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not, you know, I'm under no illusion that I'll ever beat this second building, you know? But I am kind of starting to get a feel for it. But this debris fallen on this level in particular is BS. Look at that. What can you do? You can't do anything there. God. Oh, I am putting a dent in this one, that's for sure. I like those moments that you... Oh, God. Where you just straight up make, like, all kinds of linear progress right in a row. Like this right here. Like, this is a good stretch right here. Ah! The power of Shinya Arino compels me. I know I gotta be more careful about putting my hands in windows that are closing. I know that. I'm just taking a risk, that's all. What's this? Nichibutsu! Well, this is the furthest I've ever been, so... Ah! This is new to me. Open the window, please! I'd like to get by now. Open the window, please. Thank you. And to the right, please. Thank you. Oh my God, dude! I'm telling you, I don't think you can understand how difficult this game is unless you play it. Do I want that balloon or should I avoid it? Dude, right on, dude. Alright, come on down. This is the furthest I've ever made it. I never thought I'd get to the third building. Awesome. Against all odds, I'm actually kind of starting to like this game. Oh, and the third building looks just like the first one. Kind of hoping... Oh, God. Kind of hoping to see like a new tile set or something. Oh, well, game over. That's fine. Yeah, against all odds, I'm kind of starting to like this game. It was kind of the black sheep. It kind of is the black sheep out of my Arcade Archives Japanese game collection. But, you know, it's grown on me. What was my score? I don't remember what my score was. It's going to do that thing again where it kind of looks like it glitched or something. Maybe we'll check real quick and see if I can find my score in the list. I honestly, I wasn't even looking at the score. I was just so surprised I made it to the third building. Oh, 75. Yeah. Yeah, I already remember that's not enough to make it to the top 100. Well, anyway, that was Crazy Climber. That was the furthest I ever made it. I'm glad I got that on the stream because that was quite momentous for me. Not that it's a big deal or anything. It's Crazy Climber. Who cares? But next I'm playing Exerion. So I'm gonna give the stream a 5 minute break. Uh, let my VODs save and all that. So see you in about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching.